At the core of Hyrule's planet is the Still World, a separate plane of existence to Hyrule where the Golden Goddess is imprisoned Null, a being who seeks the destruction of the universe. Anything that gets taken into one of Null's rips in reality will eventually be consumed by him. However, the tries created by the goddesses are able to create echoes of the things that Null takes into the Still World, and essentially copy and paste them back where they belong. There are a lot of questions that get raised about the saved people from the Still World, however. They can see Tri, Zelda's companion, only after being in a rift, and every person after coming back from a rift loses a piece of themselves. Furthermore, we are shown that things brought back from the rifts are indeed echoes, as if Zelda goes back to the Still World, those objects are still there, except for the people. Why though? Most people would see this and think that the people are just brought out of the Still World while everything else is echoed by the tries. However, I do not believe that the people are brought back. I believe that they are all echoes, and not their true selves. I'm Mr. Z, and this is Zelda Discussions. Let's get into it. Before I explain why I believe everyone brought back is an echo, we need to understand just how echoes work. Zelda is able to learn and cast inanimate objects she hasn't seen before with the Tri-Rod, via taking in the object's essence, but not the object itself. Many of the chunks of Hyrule in the Still World are rocks and trees, so it would make sense that the Tries are able to echo those things back onto the surface, while they stay back in the Still World as well. But what about things like people and animals? When Zelda defeats a monster, a shimmer is left over, which is the monster's essence. Zelda can then learn it with the Tri-Rod. However, once learned, it never appears again, even after defeating another of the same monster. People that are taken into the Still World become petrified, turned to stone, unable to move. Essentially, they have been killed by the Still World. We can even see them decaying, their bodies dripping away by Null's consumption. This would essentially function as a shimmer of that person. When the Tries patch up the Still World, they absorb the shimmer of that person and echo them onto the surface with the other objects. This would explain why people in the Still World disappear once the rift is repaired. Also, with their bodies being decayed in a rift, it would also explain why people lose a piece of themselves once they've been in a rift. Parts of their being have been consumed by Null, and are lost even after they have been freed, because they are not a complete echo. The Tries are only able to echo what's there, not what has been destroyed. And the reason those saved from a rift can see Tri is because if they were an echo, then they would have been created by the Tries, which Tri is, thus allowing them to see her. However, this raises a really big question if you know the game like I do. What about the people like the King, Facet, and Jabu Jabu who are echoed by Null? Their bodies are still in the Still World, even after Null has echoed them before the Tries could. So, given this logic, how would the Tries be able to echo them? Well, Null gets his echo powers from all of the Tries that he has eaten. He uses their powers for his own ambitions, but he is still the one consuming the stilled people. I think Null only needs a little bit of those that he eats to create an echo that he can use. Those he echoes behave nothing like what they usually do, but that's because they don't need to. Null just needs them to further his goals and nothing else. So, I believe the small bit of essence he gets to boot is enough for him to use without using the person's entire shimmer. This paints Echoes of Wisdom in quite a dark light. Not only is it unsettling that a being of destruction is imprisoned within the core of the planet, but everyone who has been saved is dead, and only a copy of their true self. No one's brother, husband, mother is really there, but only an echo of their truly deceased family member, and no one is any the wiser. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and consider subscribing for more Zelda theory content from me. Let me know in the comments or on my Discord server what you guys think about this theory. You guys are all appreciated and loved. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.